I'm Ysmael Fonseca, son of a Cuban immigrant that exchanged the shores of Cuba for the shores of the great state of Texas. In doing so, my dad gave me the greatest gift, the gift of being born an American. Thanks to that gift, I've been blessed with great opportunities. I had the privilege of graduating from the University of Notre Dame and of working in the halls of the U.S. Congress and our local federal court. But my greatest privilege has been serving you as a district court judge. When I took the bench, I knew that nepotism and favoritism had plagued our court system for decades, and some judges even went to jail. That is why, as judge, I pledged that I would work tirelessly to administer justice and to serve without favoritism. My record proves I did just that. I was tough on those that harmed the most vulnerable in our society. I worked hard to resolve family disputes. And despite the pandemic, I made sure that cases were resolved swiftly. Now, with my judicial experience and my proven record of applying the law as written, I am your constitutional conservative candidate for justice of the 13th Court of Appeals. In this primary, I am the only candidate with judicial experience. I am the only candidate that has the experience of practicing before the Court of Appeals this past decade. And I am the only candidate that stood proudly at the forefront of the conservative movement that shook South Texas in 2020.
Because we want to make sure we're draining the swamp out in DC, but we need to drain the swamp under our feet.
Yeah.
It is time for Hidalgo County to have a fair and just judicial system.
Times are changing, and we must leave career politicians of the past in the past. We don't need legislators on the court. We already have enough judicial activists on the bench. It is time that we restore integrity to our courts by electing judges that apply the law as written without a political agenda. As your judge on the Court of Appeals, I will also help restore proper oversight over our local courts. That is my pledge to you. And it's the same pledge I've made to my own children. Because one day, when they're grown, I want to be able to tell them that I fought to keep this nation great, and that I did not stay silent in these trying times. My children and yours deserve nothing less. I'm Ysmael Fonseca, and with your support, I will be your next Republican Justice of the 13th Court of Appeals.